Hello and welcome to my cake decorating channel. It's been a while since I've recorded a voiceover for my videos. I've been feeling a bit lazy with all the editing because it took so long. But anyway, I'm back with my voiceover for this video, so let's get into it. Today I'm going to show you how I made this Hello Kitty cake. I started by preparing the edible images. I cut them out one by one and attach each piece onto wet fondant. And I applied a little Tyler's glue to the back of each image, stuck it onto the fondant, and then trimmed off the excess. I repeated this process for all the images. I have 2 Hello Kitty images, 3 of the iconic red bows, and a number 9. Next, I moved on to the pink fondant. Using letter cutters, I created the name Ayana, who is the birthday girl. Then I used a strawberry silicone mold and a cherry mold, filling them with red fondant. The strawberries and cherries turned out really nicely. The strawberries look quite realistic with all the tiny details. I used green fondant for the strawberry leaves. There was also a small flower shape in the mold, so I cut each flower in half and attach it to the strawberries. For the cherries, I used a darker green for the leaves. Now let's move on to the cake. I baked a 7-inch mocha sponge cake and filled it with dark chocolate ganache in the center and with Swiss meringue buttercream around the edges to keep the ganache from spilling out. I had 4 layers of mocha sponge, and I repeated the same filling process for each layer, including a light brush of sugar syrup. Once all 4 layers were stacked, I filled in any gaps with more Swiss meringue buttercream and covered the top as well. Then I did a crumb coat, which is a thin layer of buttercream all over the cake to trap any crumbs. And then I placed the cake in the fridge for about 20 minutes. After chilling, I applied pink buttercream to the top and the upper half of the cake, since the client wanted a darker pink shade for the bottom half. I spread the buttercream using a spatula, and once everything was covered, I used a cake smoother to smooth out the sides. There were a few spots that needed more coverage, so I added a bit more buttercream and smooth it out again. I also made sure that the top was nice and smooth. Once I was happy with the base, I piped shell borders along the top and bottom edges of the cake. I attach all the edible images. I also placed the name Ayana on the cake board, and after that I added the fondant strawberries and cherries all around the sides of the cake. Since my cherries didn't have stalks, I used a fondant extruder to create thin strands and attach them as stems. To finish, I placed the 3 Hello Kitty bows on top and sprinkled tiny white edible pearls all around the cake to make it extra cute. And there you have it, a Hello Kitty cake for Ayana's 9th birthday. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this cake tutorial, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. I try to post every week. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.